Hey guys, what's up? This is Bharat. You're watching iGyan, and LG has finally launched the LG V30 Plus in India. We're gonna unbox it and take a first look. So the LG V30 finally comes to India in the form of the LG V30 Plus, which is exactly like the LG V30 but with 128GB of onboard storage versus the 64GB found on the LG V30. Now the packaging also mentions a price of 60,000 rupees, but we'll leave the final price in the description below along with links on how to buy this device. The box is also pretty straightforward and we cut through the box. The first thing inside the box is a cleaning cloth. So LG realizes that the front glass and the rear glass of these phones can be a fingerprint magnet. A microfiber cleaning cloth inside the box is always a good gesture. Next up, we have the phone itself. We're going to place it to the side for the time being. Inside the box, you will also get a couple of quick start guides and some user manuals, warranty information, along with the charging brick. Now, this is a fast charging brick, but it's not a quick charge 3 capable brick. You get a maximum of 9 volt with 1.8 amps. Also inside the box is a USB Type-C cable and LG earphones. Now, these are really high quality premium earphones with braided cables and an angled connector. You also get inline controls. They have a metal build and extra ear tips to fit your ear size depending on which one you need to use. You also get a SIM ejector tool, and that basically completes everything inside the box of the LG V30. It's time to take a look at the device itself. So on the front, the LG V30 Plus is more modern than the LG G6. So you do have a small forehead and a chin, which does house the front facing camera along with the earpiece on the top with some sensors. The front camera is a 5 megapixel camera with an f2.2 aperture. The display is a 6-inch Quad HD Plus display. It is an OLED full vision display with a 2880 by 1440 pixels per inch. The bottom part or the chin of the display remains without any purpose, and all navigation buttons for Android are on screen. On the bottom of the device, you get the Type-C connector with the speakerphone and the microphone. Flanking it, you also see some antenna lines. Over at the right of the device, you can see the SIM tray. Now, this is a hybrid SIM tray, so you can either use 2 SIM cards or 1 SIM card and 1 micro SD card for expansion. Although with 128GB of storage, you'll probably not need a micro SD card. Over at the top of the device is the 3.5mm headphone jack. Now you do also have a quad DAC inside the LG V30 Plus. So this headphone jack, which remains on the device, is quite useful, especially for audiophiles. On the left of the device are volume buttons, so your volume up and volume down button. And on the back of the LG V30 Plus is where all the magic is. So the main cameras are 2 cameras, which one is a 16 megapixel camera with an f1.6 aperture, whereas the other is a 13 megapixel camera with an f1.9 aperture, and one has an extra wide lens, so you don't need to carry around those wide lenses with you, and one is a standard lens. So instead of a telephoto and a wide, LG sticks with a extra wide and a standard. You also get the power button on the back along with the LED flash. The power button also doubles up as a fingerprint sensor and a camera shutter button, which is really efficient. It's one of the best locations for a power button along with the fingerprint sensor, and I wish more companies did that, but LG has been doing that for quite a while. Now on the inside, you do get a Qualcomm Snapdragon 835 chipset, which is an octa-core chipset clocked at 2.45 GHz on 4 cores and 1.9 GHz on 4 cores. You also get the Adreno 540 GPU. This variant, the LG V30 Plus, has 128GB of storage with 4GB of RAM, and it can take in a micro SD card up to 256GB. The battery inside the LG V30 Plus is a 3300 mAh battery. It is a non-removable and a non-replaceable battery. While some of the specifications are really interesting and the phone captures some of the best pictures and video that we've seen, the camera interface is quite like what we've seen with LG phones in the past. What's also interesting to see is that LG has stuck with Android Nougat despite a late launch of the LG V30 Plus, and an Android Oreo update is expected early 2018, and no real dates have been cleared out for that. The user interface is really fast and responsive. One of the coolest features on the device is the Quad DAC. Once you plug in your headphones, you do get the ability to enable the Quad DAC, and you get several sound presets along with digital filters allowing you to control and fine-tune your audio experience while you're listening to music from the LG V30 Plus. Now bear in mind, it is recommended that you use really high-res audio files, so just streaming music off the internet will give you a better experience, but if you really want to enjoy a really good quality audio experience, I'd recommend getting some really high-end music. Now coming back to the camera app, it's a full-fledged camera app that we've seen on LG devices in the past. You do get a standard auto mode along with full control manual modes in photographs as well as video mode, and in the video mode, in the manual mode, you also get audio metering, one of the only devices on the market that gives you audio metering. I wish that this phone could record 4K at 60 frames per second, making it a really cool video recording device, but for now it only captures 4K at 30 frames per second. Really good samples from the main camera as well as for video. So a really good camera experience on the LG V30 Plus. Of course, we're going to be checking out the full experience of the camera on the LG V30 Plus in coming videos, but this is just a quick look. Now, LG's UI has improved quite a lot, and with Oreo is expected to get some really new features. We're waiting to see when LG will update this, but you do get a whole host of LG applications and services preloaded onto the device, including some LG services, which include Smart World, a remote call service, and a cell broadcast service. And then you also have other essentials, including an HD audio recorder using some of the HD microphones on the LG V30 Plus. You also get several other LG applications like LG Health, along with Quick Memo Plus. And then you also have LG shortcuts that have been there for quite a while on LG devices. Now, there's a whole lot of customizations that can be had on the LG V30 Plus, and we'll detail all of those things out in a full review. But all in all, we're quite happy that LG has finally launched this device in India. The camera, the user interface, and the specifications, and the pricing also seems to be in the right area. That's it for this video. If you liked it, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're not already a part of Team iGyan. This has been Bharat Nagpal. I'll see you guys in the next one.